Now we discuss the factorization of polynomials. First we see that what is factor theorem. If p of x is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number, then x minus a is the factor of p of x if p of a is equal to 0, which means that if we apply or put a in this polynomial x and the answer is equal to 0, then this x minus a is called the factor of p of x. The second one is that p of a is equal to 0 if x minus a is factor of p of x, which means that x minus a is a factor of p of x, or x minus a divides the polynomial p of x, then this a will be the root of that p of x, which means that if we put a in that p of x, the answer will be equal to 0. So the factor theorem in simple terms implies that if a is the root of p of x, then x minus a is the factor of p of x, and if x minus a is the factor of p of x, then a is the root of p of x. So factorization of quadratic polynomial x square plus lx plus m can be done by splitting the middle term lx as ax plus bx, so that ab product is equal to m and a plus b is equal to this l. So we write x square plus lx plus m as x square as it lx is equal to ax plus bx and m is equal to a b product. Now we take common x from these two terms. So x is common, here we get x only, and here from here if x is common, then ax divided by x is equal to a. Common means we are dividing by the common factor, plus. Now b is taken common from these two terms. So write b here and divide by b these two terms. So here we get x and here we get a. Now x plus a in this term and x plus a in this term, take x plus a common from these two terms. So we get x plus a and here we get x and plus sign and b. So we have the final answer x square plus lx plus m is equal to x plus a into x plus b. So we can write this polynomial as this by factorization. Here I briefly describe how to factorize the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c by using the split middle term method. We have to write the term b, middle term, as a sum of two numbers p and q in such a way that their product is equal to the product ac. So we have some procedure to find out these numbers. First of all, I take an example 3x square minus x minus 4, where a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. The first step is that find the product AC. So in this case AC is equal to 3 into minus 4 is equal to minus 12. The second step is find all the product of AC magnitude. Here I have used the mod of AC because I don't want to use the sign of AC. So in second step the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. I have written these in pair form so that I can use them easily. So here are the three pairs of factors of 12. Now in step 3, identify the possible pair of factors. Here in these three pairs of factors, the 3 and 4 is the possible pair of factor because we have to find a pair of factors such that their sum or difference is equal to minus 1. So 3 and 4 are the possible factors. Now in step 4, determine the signs of required factors. Now here is the procedure to determine the sign of required factors. We have some conditions on the signs of a and c by which we can determine the factors sign. So if both A and C have positive signs, then both of their factors P and Q will be positive. But if A and C have negative signs, then both of their factors P and Q will be negative. And finally, if both A and C have opposite signs, which means that either A is positive, C is negative, or A is negative, C is positive, then the factors of AC means P and Q will have opposite signs. Now, what will be the sign of P and Q in this case? We will go to the sign of B. If B is positive, then the bigger factor will be positive and smaller factor will be negative. And if B is negative, then bigger factor will be negative and smaller factor will be positive. Now, in our example, our AC is negative, which means that A and C has negative sign. So our factors will also be of opposite signs. Here the sign of B is negative. So we have this case. If B is negative, then bigger factor will be negative and smaller factor will be positive. So in this case, we have our factors plus 3 and minus
4.
So we split out our middle term in such a way that we can write 3x square as it, and minus x will be written as plus 3x minus 4x, and this minus 4 will be same. So this is our split middle term method.